What's up, gang? Welcome back to DizDad TV, and thank you again for joining me on the channel. I appreciate it as always. Today's another reaction video, and we're checking out the Disney Plus and Marvel series Hawkeye. This is episode 6. This is Christmas. If you want to check out my reactions for earlier episodes in this series, other Marvel Star Wars shows, trailers, eventually we'll have some Disney Parks videos and Imagineering content up on the homepage, so I appreciate you checking all that out. But today is all about Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. This is the season finale. I guess it could be the series finale. I don't think we've heard yet from Marvel what the future holds for these two characters. I'm hoping there is a season 2. If you've seen my reactions to episodes 1 through 5, you know I've thoroughly enjoyed this season so far. Looking forward to this finale. And I guess we only get a season 2 if Hawkeye actually makes it home for Christmas. So I guess we'll see how that goes. This should be a jam-packed episode. It looks like it's a little over 62 minutes, which is the longest episode of the season by far. Makes total sense with it being the season finale and so many open storylines. I'm hoping we're going to see Kingpin at some point today. We got that grainy photo at the very tail end of episode 5, so hopefully we'll see him at some point, and I'll be curious to see what they do with all the storylines. Do we wrap everything up? What gets partially tied up or progresses and leads on to other Disney Plus series? How does that all work out? But all that being said, really looking forward to this episode. Let's check it out. No. Oh my gosh. We're getting him right off the bat? Oh my goodness. This is great.
Mr. Fisk.
And of course, Vincent D'Onofrio is one of the all-time great Marvel casting jobs by far.
We've had a good
this camera angle makes him look huge. I mean, he's a decent-sized actor anyway, but the camera work makes him look like ginormous.
And your husband owed a small fortune.
Which I have repaid tenfold.
Okay, that explains a lot.
I want you to know that I have been keeping an insurance policy.
Eleanor.
Copies of every...
This is not a good idea, Eleanor.
Spirit of the holidays, I'm going to give you a minute to think about what you're starting right now.
Wow, you're in trouble, lady. You are in trouble. I'm curious too. I don't know if they'll address it. I can't imagine they'll address it in this episode, but I'm wondering if this is the Daredevil Netflix Kingpin, or is this just the same actor, same character, but different experiences Kingpin? I don't think they've addressed that yet, or I guess it's still kind of up in the air how they're going to handle some of those Netflix characters coming over, but curious to see how that shakes out.
That video, Kate, it's not good.
No, it is not good.
Kate, you're my partner.
There you go. You're my partner. That's big stuff.
Want to tell me what's been going on?
Is she going to play it cool or not?
I've come to my senses. I need
She's
to
not going to
focus on the
confront him.
job. Stop chasing ghosts.
Which, I don't know that I would either.
Finding whoever killed him. Well, that won't change anything.
He doesn't believe her, does he?
I love
Neither one of those felt very heartfelt, did they?
She thinks that she can quit her job as if she works for Goldman Sachs.
Oh, he's so good at this.
She's turned on us.
Yep, he didn't believe her.
That the city belongs to me.
Oh boy. This adds one more potential confrontation to the list for this episode. Oh, are we getting an arrow montage? Yes. Oh, great. Again, this is another thing, the nice thing about the Hawkeye series, you would not see, oh, PIM particles.
What is this one?
You would never see this in an Avengers movie, but with his own series, you can do stuff like this.
Too dangerous.
Oh, she's got a label maker. What was that? Was it episode 2 where they escaped that nothing was labeled and she was flipping out? That's great. Can't wait to see these in action.
I just want to know you're ready.
They are true partners now in every sense of the word, though, which is cool to see.
You showed me that being a hero isn't just for people who can fly or shoot lasers out of their hands. It's for anyone who is brave enough to do what's right no matter the cost.
And that, in a nutshell, is kind of the theme of this series, Or at least the backbone of it. Good scene. Trusted Bros are going to be busy tonight.
Well, we have those all over the party.
Oh, the LARPers are on hand. Oh, is Jack out of jail already? Good grief. And he's got a sword on his hip.
Do you remember when you peed in your pants in the Hamptons? I do. Everybody does.
Jack's good comic relief. Oh, Yelena's on hand now. Business is picking up. So who's the only one not here? I guess Echo and Kingpin?
When your father died, I was blindsided. He owed that monster money.
Curious now why her dad got involved with Kingpin. Like, why did he owe him money? What was the deal with the security business or something of that nature? That look.
Oh, I know you're chummy with my mom, but I gotta say, I didn't think you'd make the cut for the Christmas party. Kate Bishop.
The way she calls her Kate Bishop.
Oh, Kate, stay.
She's gonna jump in and, yep, there she goes. Oh, are you gonna push the buttons?
No.
Ooh.
What was that? I don't know.
She gonna get him?
What's happening?
Oh, nice suit.
No. Come on, that is
It's such a little kid thing to do too. I know we all did that at one point or another, didn't we? This is a nice little sequence here of them, the camera panning across like this.
Ow! He'll throw the kick to the ribs.
These two are really good together. Yeah, she is all out after him. No. No. This is not going to end well. Oh my god. How are you going to stop? Oh. 2 broken legs at a minimum there, right?
Did it work?
It worked, bro. We went to Maroon 5 instead.
It's so great.
It worked, bro. We went to Maroon 5. What was it, Imagine Dragons or something they were going to go see, or he wanted to go see?
Now, bro.
Jack!
Hello, sweetie.
You better run, bros. Oh, they've got their LARPing costumes on.
We're all gonna die.
Yes. Again, the LARPers have been another great side character for this season. I'll say that kid is a brat, isn't he? Oh no. You're not going to topple that tree, are you? No. Not the Rockefeller tree. Oh my goodness. There goes Christmas. Good grief. How many tracksuits is there? Oh, sweet. Magnetic arrow.
That should hold him off for a bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, he wore it.
Take these.
No way. Is it time?
It's time.
We're going to get an arrow montage again. Ouch. Oh, God. This is so great. This is so great. Oh, God, those dart arrows are killer. That was actually darts. The other one that was shooting out like little nails, man. Good grief. Oh, that was slick. Jumping off the bow like that. This is not a good night for the bros. Not a good night. There's your money shot. Pin particle arrow. Oh, that's great. You catch that? Kazi's got some skills, I guess. And here's Yelena. There's his fight sequences all over the place. Oof.
It's nice to finally meet you, Lena.
Okay, so he knew her by name but didn't know her by face.
Don't you understand?
Kazi's not gonna leave. He just ripped the door off of that car. Don't leave. Oh, Kate. I don't know if you're quite ready for this. Oh, God. He just brushes it away. Oh! He is a badass. Oh, gosh! How did she do that so fast? And there goes Kazi. Dude just keeps on ticking. That's a cool arrow. Oh gosh. He is just beating the crap out of her. And her him. He's not even really fighting back. I don't think martial arts is going to take him down, Kate. Oof. Ow, God. Oh, the finger flick. Oh. You knew that flick was coming back at some point. At an opportune time, of course.
It was just an unfortunate arrangement. And it's over.
I'm not sure how I would classify that an unfortunate arrangement.
Is this what heroes do? Arrest their mothers on Christmas?
They absolutely do. She knows the whistle. Well, he does too, obviously.
How do you know that?
She made her choice.
Yeah, this is hitting her right in the feels, isn't it? That sense of loss. This is why obviously all that anger comes from.
Me too.
Kind of knew these two had to connect. You know, the two people that Black Widow loved the most. Is he gone? Man, dude taking some punishment.
What a surprise.
Happy to see her now, aren't you? Well, probably not now. Oh, is she gonna shoot him?
Eye to eye.
And they didn't show it. I mean, I'm sure she shot him, but there's no way he's dead, is there? I can't imagine they would bring him back just to kill him off in the finale. He's too important a character, but I guess we'll see.
LARPing. That's some sort of leisure activity?
Yes, Jack, it's a leisure activity.
And that Missy boy, she just outdid herself with the suit, right?
That's funny. Again, it's very cool to see this partnership develop over the season. To see where they came from to where they're at now. Oh, he's going home for Christmas. You knew it had to happen. He's not solo, is he? There's no way he didn't take her with him. Okay. I got worried for a second.
You're never gonna guess what was found in a black market auction in New York City.
It was hers? Oh my goodness, she was a SHIELD agent. That makes total sense now. That makes so much more sense. I had been pining for a Hawkeye and Mrs. Hawkeye show. Maybe we get it. Burning up the suit that started it all, aren't you?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What do you think of Lady Hawk?
Lady Arrow?
None of those.
Okay, fine.
You know what? Actually, I have an idea.
She's the next Hawkeye, of course. Holy cow, that was such a good episode. Such a good season. I just loved that from beginning to end. Thoroughly entertaining. So good. Oh, is there a post-credit scene? Rogers the Musical. Yes. This makes me so happy. You gotta forgive me. This is catchy as heck. I cannot get enough of this. We're getting the full musical number, aren't we? Loki and the Tatari. Oh my goodness. I don't care what any of you think. If Disney does not put this in one of the theme parks, I will riot. I'm sorry. This is great. Very good. Very good indeed. I love the heck out of that. That's great. All right, season 1 of Hawkeye is in the books. Very entertaining episode. Really enjoyed that. Lots of fun. Lots of great action sequences, a variety of action sequences to be sure. I think the entire second half of that episode was action, between Hawkeye and Kazi, Kazi and Maya, Yelena and Kate, and that nice panning shot through the office building. Yelena and Hawkeye, although that was mostly Yelena, I guess. We also had Kate and Hawkeye in the ice rink with the tracksuits and all the arrow action, all the trick arrows was very cool. Nice to see that callback to earlier in the episode with the arrow montage getting built and all that. Very fun scene. Jack in the tracksuits even to an extent. And then, of course, topping it off with Kingpin and Kate. They're in the toy store. Really, really well done. I really enjoyed all that. I thought they did a solid job tying up all the storylines. Still a lot of to be determined with a lot of characters, a lot of things to be figured out in future shows, future movies. Obviously, we get Eleanor figured out. She's going to jail. Find out she's behind Armand's death. She framed Jack, although, as we mentioned, he gets his moment in the sun here in this episode. Yelena, where does she go from here? She seems to have buried the hatchet with Hawkeye, so to speak. She probably still has a lot of emotions to work through, so I don't know if she's quite ready to take on that Black Widow role. And I don't know if she pops up in another Disney Plus series. Do we see her in the MCU? If there is a season 2 of Kate and Hawkeye, I'd love to see her come back in that. As I mentioned several times, I thought their energy together was great. Love to see much more of that partnership in future, whether it's TV or movies, what have you. But especially, I think it worked out really well on this show. So what does the future hold for Yelena? Again, she's still an assassin for hire in some fashion, so I don't think she's quite ready for the Avengers, but we'll see when and if that happens. With Maya and Kingpin, we leave them in the alleyway and the camera pans away and we hear the gunshot. I do feel like she probably shot him, but as I mentioned in the reaction, I can't imagine they would bring him back just to kill him off in this episode. She does have her own series coming out. I don't know if it's next year or the year after next, Echo, but that seems like a solid storyline to build around, the two of them going at it, or at least him coming after her, so to speak. So it'd be interested to see how that shakes out when that series comes out again. I don't know if that's 1 year. I think it's maybe it's the end of next year that's coming out. So I'll be looking forward to that. And we finally figured out who owns that stinking watch. We find out it's Laura Barton's watch. She's a SHIELD agent, or at least she was a SHIELD agent at one point. I don't know how deep into SHIELD she was or how good an agent she was, but that's very exciting to see. Makes a lot more sense now, those earlier episodes where she and Hawkeye are talking back and forth and all the intel they're sharing, or she's in on a lot of things. She understands his tactics and all that. She knows about Kingpin and Ronin and all that. So all that makes a heck of a lot more sense. And as I mentioned several times, you probably got tired of me saying it, I would love to see him and her work together in some fashion. Mr. and Mrs. Hawkeye, involves Kate as well, however you want to work that out. But I hope she has a future, at least on the Disney Plus side, and if there's a future Hawkeye season, I'd love to see her involved in some fashion, using her former SHIELD skills. Linda Cardellini is just a great actress, really enjoy her. And then for our main characters, Kate and Hawkeye, they're definitely partners now. Partners, am I right? I think she's still got a lot left to learn. She's a little reckless. I think there's still some things he could teach her. So I think this partnership is going to continue. I don't know if he's quite ready to hang him up yet, although they're very talented this episode when she's kind of going through her silly names, Lady Hawk. I forget what the other ones were, but he's got an idea for her. The screen goes black and you see Hawkeye pop up. So that really leads us to believe he's going to start transitioning the Hawkeye role to her. I don't know. I know Marvel's been working on building up the Young Avengers. Miss Marvel's coming out in the future, so this show is planned. It'd be kind of neat to see. I know he took on this coach mentor role unwillingly at first, but he did a solid job. He kind of gradually grew into it. So it would be kind of neat to see him be that Young Avengers coach or mentor, especially on the Disney Plus side. I think that would be, I don't know if he needs to come back to the MCU. I think Disney Plus is kind of a good spot for his character. Let him kind of explore that role more. I would be really interested to see how that works out. But again, want to see much more of Kate Bishop. Hopefully we can see her and Yelena, as I said. Really enjoyed the way these two characters went back and forth throughout the season, watching their relationship grow, really beginning to end. Just the arc, really interesting to see. Really enjoyed that. Haley Steinfeld just did a great job pulling off her character. And it was kind of nice from the hero side of things to see more of that human element as opposed to superhuman. That was really kind of an overlying theme of this show, and it was a nice theme to see, because again, with the MCU, it's big, everything's big and bold, and you don't see these types of stories, so it was nice to explore that with this series. And now that this season is complete, I'm not really sure where I would rank it as far as the Marvel TV shows, at least on Disney Plus. Probably have too much recency bias right now to really give an accurate thought, but I did really enjoy it from beginning to end. I enjoyed it for different reasons than I enjoyed WandaVision or Loki or Falcon and Winter Soldiers. I think all four shows have had their highs and their lows, and I think I probably did enjoy this a little more than some of the others. Again, I don't want to get into a whole ranking system just yet. Although, as I'm thinking now, it's probably in the top two. There were parts for me. Falcon and Winter Soldier of the four was probably the lowest of the four. Loki, beginning to end, really, really good. The middle part of that was a little iffy for me. WandaVision started off really well, and it had its moments as well where it kind of dipped, but it's hard because none of these shows have been perfect by any means. And what's different about this show, as I talked about several times in my reactions, even those three shows, the scale of those shows and their importance to the wider universe was much greater than this Hawkeye show. This was much more localized, New York City, small scale villain, tracksuits, Kingpin, and didn't have quite that grandiose, multiverse, TVA, Captain America mantle, all of that. There wasn't quite the weight of expectations of those other three shows. And I thought this show, for what it was and what it was meant to do, did a really nice job and was just solid entertainment. I do think having the show based in New York and at Christmas played a huge factor in my enjoyment for this. If they'd done this and set it in Los Angeles or some other large city, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it quite as much, but I thought having the New York setting, New York's not really small scale, but having that New York setting, bringing in those New York characters, again, Christmas and the music really helped sell this for me. I really, really, really enjoyed this series, especially Rogers the Musical. Again, Disney, you have to put this in your parks. I don't know, you can't do this in Disney World for obvious reasons with the Marvel contract, but put this out in Disneyland, put it at the Hyperion, put it somewhere. I got to see this musical in some fashion, or at least release it on CD. I got to have this music. So much fun. Really enjoyed it. But thank you guys again for sticking with me. Thank you for watching this episode, checking this out. Next up, I'll be looking for Ms. Marvel coming out, Obi-Wan, other future Star Wars Marvel series, trailers, again, Parks videos, Imagineering videos coming out down the road as I work to build out content in the channel. Appreciate you all stopping by, checking all that out, and until then, I will see you soon.